Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about new makeup releases of summer 2018 and whether I'm going to be purchasing or passing on them. So it's kind of like a makeup wish list and a anti-haul video combined. I'm going to be telling you guys what really stands out to me, what I would get, what I would love to have in my collection, and just stuff that I'm going to pass on because it doesn't stand out to me, I don't like the color, etc. Of course, you guys know in today's age there are always so many makeup releases, but I feel like lately, especially since it's summertime, a lot of people are coming out with new products, lots of new collections. Trend Mood is flooded with new makeup, and she is definitely my source for all of this information and all of these products. So I will have her Instagram linked right in the description box if you guys want like a one-stop shop for new makeup releases. She is awesome and she is always on top of absolutely everything. So definitely make sure you guys go check out her Instagram if you want even more information on new makeup releases. I'm just going to be telling you guys what I think of the products and if I'm going to purchase or pass on them. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this type of video. My voice is a little bit funny because I did just film this whole entire video and the lighting just wasn't right. So I just fixed it and I'm gonna be refilming the video now. So if I sound like I've been talking for a while, it is because I have. So like I was saying, I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. I just want to make the quick disclaimer before I get started that if I mention something in my passes that you guys like or from a brand that you guys like, please don't get offended. Everyone has different opinions on makeup that they like and makeup that they want, and just because I don't like the way a particular product looks doesn't mean I have anything against the brand or other products that that brand may have. So let's just get started, and first I'm gonna start off with what I will be purchasing. Or when I say purchasing, I don't mean I'm gonna actually purchase every single product. It's just kind of like what stands out to me and what is gonna be on my makeup wish list. So I really hope that you guys enjoy anyway. We are going to get started with what is on my wish list for the summer and stuff that is really standing out to me, just to get started off on a positive note. So the first thing that I really want and is probably my favorite release of the summer is the Dose of Colors Block Party eyeshadows. I'll be inserting pictures here for reference for you guys. These are beyond stunning. I haven't been really excited for an eyeshadow release in a long time, nonetheless single eyeshadow. Single eyeshadows are something that I don't really tend to want. I don't have a lot of in my collection, and the ones that I do already have in my collection I don't reach for often. These look absolutely incredible. I love the shades. These shades want to make me play around with different looks and play around with makeup so bad. They are a little bit pricey. They retail for $20 each, but I think that they look like they're worth it. But just from first impression, this is 100% something that I want to try out. A lot of the jewel tone shades really stand out to me, like the greens and the blues, and there's a purple in the collection that looks gorgeous. I just am really, at the end of the day, inspired by the colors and the formula of these shadows. They look like the most beautiful glittery metallic shades. So definitely something that I want to get my hands on eventually. These look amazing. Fenty Beauty just released their Beach Please collection, and one thing in the collection that really stood out to me was the Kilowatt, hold on, what was it? The Kilowatt Foil Freestyle Duo, and the one specifically in Sandcastle and Minted Mojito. I swatched this product when I went to Sephora recently, and it confirmed that it was everything that I wanted this product to be. Fenty, to me, is one of the most creative makeup brands that I've seen in a while. They release things that even though I don't buy everything from them, I always admire everything, and there's really nothing that I don't like whenever Rihanna releases something. I think her colors are so different and so creative while still being on trend. So this duo was really something that stood out to me. The other ones in the collection are gorgeous as well. These two are just what I would see as the most wearable. The minty light blue side is kind of like what I have on my lid today, if you guys can see, and it looks so pretty. That is definitely something that I think I would get a lot of use out of, and the bronze is just the most beautiful bronze ever, and I love that it doesn't have a label on it. I love that it's kind of open to being used as highlighter, eyeshadow, lip topper, whatever. I definitely see myself getting a lot of good use out of that. It is a little bit pricey. It is $36 for the duo, but the formula is incredible. Like I said, I swatched it in Sephora and it honestly took my breath away. It was so gorgeous, and I really want to try that. So this next product that I'm going to be talking about isn't a makeup product, but it still falls into the beauty category, and it is KL Polish's Havana Heat Summer Set, or their summer collection. If you guys don't know what KL Polish is, it is Kathleen Light's nail polish line. She releases the best color of nail polishes. My whole, if I could have just like every single nail polish in her collection, I would just be completely content. She makes the best colors. Her formula is incredible. This is what I'm wearing on my nails today. This is Caramello by Kathleen Lights, and this was in her original fall launch for Kale Polish, but her formula is incredible. My nails do not take to nail polish really well at all. They chip super fast. I've had this polish on for 4 days right now and there is not a single chip, so knock on wood, hopefully it stays on, but it does. The formula is so awesome, and especially these colors that she just released look really fun for fall. The orange stands out to me, the yellow, the green, the mojito shade looks awesome. I just think she formulates the best colors, like I said, and if I could have every single Kale polish there was, I would be the happiest girl ever. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream Glow Kit is something that caught my eye on Trend Moods page as well. This is really gorgeous, and I was really surprised that this is something that caught my eye because these colorful and holographic highlighters aren't something that I would necessarily go for typically, but this looks pretty, and I really love the formula of Anastasia Beverly Hills glow kits. I really enjoy my Nicole Guerrero glow kit, and I think it kind of mimics that formula. The formula of the Nicole Guerrero glow kit isn't as good as some of her original glow kits like that Glow and Sun Dip. They do have a little bit more of a chunky glittery formula, but overall this just looks so fun, and I feel like I would definitely want to play around with something like this. I love the shades, and I think what makes them the most wearable is even though that they are a little bit different and a little bit more colorful, if you look at the shades individually, they either have like a gold undertone, a champagne undertone, or a pinky undertone, and those are all kind of very wearable undertones for a lot of different skin tones. So even though they have a little bit of that colorful shift, they still just have a sense that kind of brings them back down to being a little bit more wearable, if that makes any sense to you guys. But this, looking at this highlighter palette or this glow kit, just really makes me want to have fun with my makeup and play around. Anastasia also is just one of my favorite makeup brands, so naturally I want like everything that they come out with. So typically when it comes to MAC Cosmetics, a lot of their releases aren't my favorite. A lot of times they release their different collections, and I think they're pretty, I think they're cute, but it's not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need MAC makeup. I think a couple things are gems. The Pro Longwear Concealer, the Paint Pot is awesome, their lipsticks. This release really caught my eye, and I think it is because I already know that I love another MAC concealer, and it is their new 24-hour Studio Fix Liquid Concealer. This looks so good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have been such a concealer junkie, and I have such high hopes for every single concealer that I see come out. I just have a feeling that this is gonna be good. I hope I'm not wrong and it's terrible and I'm totally disappointed. I just have really high hopes for this concealer. I think it's gonna be good. From the picture, it looks good. I know that's dumb, but I just feel like when I look at a picture, I know if something's gonna be good or not. Definitely let me know if you guys are the same way. I'm probably just setting myself up for disappointment, but I'm really excited to try this concealer, and I just know that MAC does concealers and complexion and face products really well, so I think that's another thing that's contributing to me wanting to try this concealer and me putting it on my wish list. Also on my makeup wish list for summer of 2018 is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. I think that CoverGirl is doing so good. I love their whole rebrand. I love their whole new motto for being inclusive. I love their new packaging. I love that they released 40 shades. I love a good drugstore foundation. Majority of the foundations that I own are from the drugstore, and I just tend to like them a lot. The drugstore brands just do foundations really well, and they make me not want to really buy high-end foundations, and I have tried different foundations from CoverGirl. I think I tried back in the day like their 3-in-1 primer foundation concealer, and I did really like that, even though the shade was like 4 shades too dark because I bought it when I was like 14. And then I also tried their Healthy Elixir, which I wasn't crazy about. It was just a little bit too dewy for my skin. I really do love just a good classic matte drugstore foundation. Like I said, the shade range is incredible, and I'm really excited to try that out for myself. So also sticking with a drugstore, the Wet n Wild Flights of Fancy collection. I don't want the whole collection, but there are just certain things in the collection that are really standing out to me. One of the lip glosses, the blushes, the shimmery blushes look so good, and I really want to try the primer water. I love my Smashbox primer water with my whole heart. I've gone through so many of them, and I don't think I've seen any other drugstore brands really do a primer water, especially a brand so affordable as Wet n Wild. So I really think that that would be cool to test out, see if it could possibly be a good drugstore alternative or an affordable dupe or something like that for the primer water that we all know and love. So there are definitely a couple things in that collection that I want. The eyeshadows don't really stand out to me. The nail polishes, the eyeliners, and I believe the most like bright pink blush. Those don't really stand out to me in the collection, but some of the other things in the collection look so gorgeous, and I would love to try those out and make that video for you guys, because I think it would be awesome to potentially find a dupe and just to try out new makeup in general. And the last thing that is on my wish list for the summer of 2018 is the new Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, I believe it is. This isn't released and there's no launch date. I believe that this is launching sometime in June, and I'm not sure based on the photos that she has shared if it is one palette or two separate palettes, but either way, all of these shadows look so incredible. Jaclyn Hill just knows how to formulate shadows. She knows the right color. She loves warm tones, and so do I. So I'm really excited to get my hands on this palette. I didn't get the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, but this palette that she's releasing with her own, I believe that it is her own cosmetic line, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, because she was teasing that it was launching this summer. These colors that she chose look incredible together, and I'm really excited to see what the whole palette looks like when she releases it. Oh, I didn't even ask you guys if you liked my new background when I started the video. So I got rid of the board. I wasn't really feeling the board. The color of it was like a little bit strange. I liked how it looked, but the color of it was kind of messing with the colors on my camera. So since the board was such a warm tone and it was so much of the image, I felt like in videos, I don't know if you guys could tell because I do a lot of color correcting and stuff on my videos, I felt like I looked kind of like orange and splotchy, and I felt like it was because the board was messing with my camera settings. But I don't know. I hope that you guys like this new I really hope that you guys are enjoying this new background though. I really like it. It's kind of what I've always wanted for my channel, and I have my new lighting up and stuff like that. So I hope that you guys are liking the new background and the quality of my videos. But anyway, back to what we were doing. So now we're going to be getting into what I'm going to be passing on as far as summer 2018 releases go. So kind of like my anti-haul for the summer. So the first thing that is on my list is, oh wait, it was on the wrong side of the list. So the first thing that is on my list is the Laura Lee Nudie Patootie palette and the liquid lips. I just find this palette to be a little bit boring. I could definitely see why she formulated this to be her perfect palette filled with neutrals and stuff like that, and I can definitely see why other people like this, but I've just seen other neutral palettes that I like more. These just don't really call my name. I find the palette to just be a little bit bland when I look at it, and nothing excites me. Like I said, I definitely can see why other people like the palette, especially if people are huge Laura Lee fans, but I think just comparing it to Cat's Pajamas from Nudie Patootie, I like Cat's Pajamas more. It just has a little bit more of a vibrancy to it, a little bit more of a uniqueness. I feel like Nudie Patootie it's almost like a little bit more cool tone. I feel some of the shades have like a little bit of like a dusty mauve, like a little bit of a pinky purple vibe, and I'm just not really into those shadows. So I will not be getting the Nudie Patootie palette or the liquid lipsticks that accompany the palette in the same collection for no reason other than I just don't really reach for liquid lipstick, and I'm not the biggest fan of a liquid lipstick formula, and that is how her lipsticks are formulated. So really, I think the colors are gorgeous as far as the liquid lipsticks go. I definitely see myself wearing those colors. I just don't think that I would reach for them because of the formula, and that's it. So this next thing that I'm going to talk about, I definitely would say is somewhere in between a wish list and an anti-haul, because when I first saw it, I wasn't crazy about it, and now that I'm seeing people do more tutorials with it and really put it to use, I'm starting to like it a lot more. So it is the Lunar Beauty by Manny MUA, the Life's a Drag palette. When I first saw this palette, I thought that the neutrals were kind of something that I've seen already, and then the colorful shades were something that never in a million years would I use or really need in my collection. But like I said, the more I saw people playing around with this palette and seeing the different looks that you can create and just seeing how gorgeous all of the colors actually are, I'm like, ugh, I kind of want that now. I'm not completely head over heels in love with the palette, but I don't think it's as boring and basic as I thought it was when it first came out. I have a feeling that this is something that I'm gonna end up getting, but right now I'm not like completely in love with it, but I don't hate it. So it's kind of just like in that middle range for now. And I also kind of feel that same way about the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette. I don't love this, but I don't hate this. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's something that I would use, but I don't think that it's something that I necessarily need. They're not colors that I reach for a lot, but that's kind of something that I like about it. It is so unique. It has like kind of greens and mustards. I just have so many palettes in my collection right now that I'm still using and testing out, but I don't think that I can justify this one knowing that I wouldn't get a lot of use out of the colors, but I love how this looks to the eye, and I've heard that Melt Cosmetics shadows are really awesome. So I'm also going to be passing on the Morphe Brushes Bullet Lipsticks. I do love a good matte bullet lipstick. The only reason that I'm going to be passing on these is because they're all shades of red, and another red lipstick isn't something that I feel like I need in my collection right now. The formula looks awesome, and I think if they released a whole line of shades with some nudes, some pinks, some terracottas, maybe even like a deep berry shade or something like that, I think that would be fun to kind of see the different colors and pick and choose what I want. But the shade range that they gave is so limited, and a lot of the reds just look really similar. Coming from someone who could justify nude lipstick after nude lipstick after nude lipstick, even though they look the same, having a bunch of different reds in my collection, I really can't justify that because a lot of them kind of tend to look the same on me, and I just don't like the fact that they released the 5 reds for the initial launch and they really didn't give people a lot of options. So it's kind of like if you like red lipstick and you wear red lipstick, those are kind of the only people that will really benefit from the launch, and there just wasn't enough variety. I kind of see why they did that because red is Morphe's color, it's their logo, it's the color of the brand. I'm just not completely in love with how they executed the launch, and none of the reds really stand out to me enough to buy one, but I am looking forward to testing out the formula if they ever do release like a nude or a pink shade or something like that, or a peachy nude. My favorite is a peachy nude. I definitely would be open to testing out the formula because like I said, I love a classic bullet lipstick. I have a lot of stuff by bigger YouTubers on my list, but the next thing is the Jeffree Star Equality Liquid Lip Set. Before I talk any more about this product, I just want to say that I love what Jeffree Star is doing with this. I love the theme, I love the concept, and I love that he is also going to be donating proceeds of the purchases to LGBTQ communities and charities and youth communities and stuff like that. I think that that is really awesome of him, and I totally commend him and respect him for doing that. I just wanted to say that before I got into why I don't want the products, and that is just because they are bright, colorful liquid lipsticks. I don't really wear first liquid lipsticks like I mentioned with the Laura Lee launch. I don't like liquid lipstick formulas that much anymore. I'm really picky with them, and I've just been loving a very just comfortable, creamy, glossy lips. I wouldn't really wear the colorful shades either. That's another reason why, like yellow, maybe orange. I would probably play around with an orange liquid lipstick, but I just can't justify the whole set if I'm gonna wear only 1 or 2 shades, like the blue, the purple, the green. I definitely think that's fun to have in your collection if you are in like to really editorial makeup or Halloween makeup, or if you just love stepping out of your comfort zone or wearing bright makeup on a day-to-day basis. I think this is a great purchase, and like I said, it is going to a great cause. I just don't see myself ever reaching for this in my collection just because the colors are just not my kind of color. 2 more things on my anti-haul list. One is really quick. It is the Sapphire Blue Beauty Blender. I definitely think that beauty blenders have become more of a collector's item than anything, and I totally can see why. That's so cool. I think it's really cool that they have a bunch of different colors. They have the limited edition marble, nude, pink, red, black, blue, whatever. They have so many different colors, but personally for me, I have one beauty blender and I can't tell you the last time that I actually reached for it. It's just not my favorite sponge. You guys know if you've been watching my channel the past couple of weeks, I've been loving my L'Oreal sponge. I really like my Morphe sponge, so ever since just finding those more affordable and drugstore alternatives, I haven't reached for my beauty blender, and I just find that these sponges are way better than my beauty blender, so I can't justify getting another one just because the color is pretty. I don't know. And then lastly, in my past category in my summer 2018 anti-haul is the the new Too Faced palette. I'm not even exactly sure what this palette is called. So I believe this palette was made in celebration of their 20th anniversary as Too Faced. I had to think about that for a second, which was dumb because I was born in 1998 and I'm gonna be 20 in August, but I feel like this was kind of like a celebration collection or something like that for their anniversary, and I just don't think that they executed this in the best way. So if you haven't seen the palette before, the picture is gonna be on the screen. So the top row is their original 10 shadows, I believe, from when they started in 1998, and then the bottom row is them reformulated now. So I don't know, I just guess I don't understand this palette because you're literally getting the same color twice in a different formula, A, so I think that's weird, and B, there's no matte shades in this palette that I could see. I just tried to zoom in really close on Trend Mood and they all either look like they're a metallic, a sheen, or a shimmer. I don't see any matte shades, and personally for me, I think that this looks a lot like other Too Faced palettes that they have released. I definitely see the thought behind this palette. I think the concept is cool, but I just wish maybe they turn some of the shades into like mattes, so you're literally not getting like the two same exact colors in shimmery finishes. I don't know, I'm just not really into Too Faced lately either. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, I really haven't been intrigued by any of their newer releases. Alright you guys, so that is going to complete this video talking all about new makeup releases of summer 2018 and whether I would purchase or pass or put them on my makeup wish list or my anti-haul. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to call this video, so that is why I said both. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and the concept. Definitely let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this more often, maybe like month to month or every couple of months, or maybe I could just do them seasonally for you guys. Like I said, makeup brands are just releasing so many products at once and I know it gets overwhelming. I just think that this is a cool way to kind of break down the products, but I honestly would not be able to keep up with new makeup releases without Trend Mood. So like I said, I will definitely have her Instagram listed down below and linked for you guys so you guys can give her a follow, because she is so up to date and on top of makeup releases. It is the only way that I would ever be able to make these videos for you guys. So with that being said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and also make sure you guys are subscribed before you leave. If you guys don't want to miss out on any of my future videos, definitely make sure you guys have my little notification bell on so that way you get directly notified every single time I upload a new video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!